Okay, so in today's video, we're going to learn about adding text and animations in Kinemaster. The first thing we need to do is start a project. To do that, we need to click on this red button. From there, we're going to choose our aspect ratio. The 16:9 is great for YouTube, where the 1:1 is really great for Facebook and Instagram. From there, we're going to choose our media by clicking on the media button on the toggle. From here, you're going to have the option of either choosing video footage or photos. I like to start all of my projects with photos. And the reason for that is because I like to have just a plain image that I can put some text on top of. So I use these images from Kinemaster. They have a wide variety of images, and there's always more that you can get in the Kinemaster store. So I'm going to go ahead and use this pretty teal gradient type image. It's pretty, but I'm going to add some other footage as well. So I think I'll grab some video from some of my examples that I keep on here. Let's go with Lucy. Let's see what else. I think I'll take this little one of the creek and maybe another photo to finish things off. Let's see what I can pick here. Here's some more stock footage, so I'll grab one of these images as well. If you're interested in learning more about adding media to your Kinemaster project, I will leave a link at the end of this video so that you can go check that out. Okay, now we're ready to get started. I am going to go ahead and put in some transitions just because that smooths everything out and gives all of the videos a polished look. And once again, if you're interested in learning how to add transitions to your Kinemaster videos, I'll leave a link at the end of this video so that you can go check that out as well. For now though, we're going to go ahead and start adding some text. So you're going to want to click on this part of the toggle that's labeled Layer. And from there, we're going to click on Text. That's going to open up this window with a little keyboard, and you're just going to type in the text that you want. Click on the little check mark and then you're good to go. Now that the text has been added to the screen, you can do lots of different things. First, I'm going to start off by changing the font. Now, as you can see, there are lots of fonts to choose from. Kinemaster literally has like tons of them, and you can always buy more at the little Kinemaster store. So here's just a few hundred of the many fonts that they offer. I'm just going to scroll through so you can just kind of get an idea of how many there really are. Once you've chosen your font, and I'm going to go with this one, you can then pick a color by clicking this box right here, and that opens up all of your different color options. Now, if you can't find the shade you want, you can always play around with it a little bit and come up with new shades of colors. I usually just pick one from the pre-made ones, but you can always play with it. Lots and lots of options. So let's go with green. That's my favorite color. Oh, but it doesn't show up very well. So you could give it an outline. Just click this little toggle here and that adds the outline. And sliding this back and forth adjusts how wide that border is. You can also change the color of the border. So here's a white border. Or you can change it to a purple border. You have as many color options on the border as you do on the actual text. And like I said, you can change the width of the border, the color of the border, however you want. There are other options as well. You can give it a background. And once again, you can change the color of the background. You can make the background go all the way across the screen. Tons and tons and tons of options. It's kind of a rabbit hole, really. You can fall down this rabbit hole and just be playing with the colors and the backgrounds and the borders and all of that for hours. Another thing you can do with the background is you can change the opacity of it. So if you want it completely opaque, you can do that. You can make it completely solid, or you can pull that back a little bit and then you can kind of see through it. See how that works? So that's just one more option you have. Now by clicking on these arrows down here in the corner, you can change the size of it. You can change the angle of it. Up here, you can choose to rotate or mirror your image. Turn it upside down, turn it right side up, turn it to the left, to the right, sideways, upside down. All different kinds of options for that as well. And over here, you can decide how you want your text to appear. You can have it slide in, you can have it pop in, you can have it slide up, slide down. There's so many of these. Some of them are really crazy. Like you can have it spinning around or dropping down. Just lots of things to play with. I think we'll stick with pop. And you can also have it, you can decide how you have it leave the screen. You can have it slide or fade away. Yeah, I usually choose fade for leaving the screen. So you can also decide how you want it to behave while it is on the screen. You can have it blinking or pulsing or jittering, all different kinds of options for how you want it to behave while it's actually on the screen. Okay, so let's get to the fun stuff. Let's start adding some animations. We're going to go in the same way. We're going to start with the layer, but instead of choosing text, we're going to choose stickers. Now, when you hear stickers, you might think that those are static images, and sometimes they are, but a lot of times in Kinemaster, stickers are animated. Now, just like so many of the assets in Kinemaster, there is a store for that. So when you first get the free version of Kinemaster, there aren't that many options. But if you click on the store, you can go shopping. When the store screen opens, you can see on the left-hand side here all of the different categories for stickers. And on each one of these sheets, there are many, many stickers. So you would buy them kind of like by the sheet. So let's take a look at this one called Sweet Autumn. Now, while we're shopping, we can push on the play button and it'll show us what each of those stickers do. Once you have the stickers you want, all you have to do to choose them is to click on them. That's literally it. Just scroll through and click on the one that you want. It'll be brought right to the screen where you can adjust it just the same way as you adjusted your text. You can use the arrows to make it bigger or smaller, or to change the angle of it. And you can use all of these keys over here to determine how you want it to come into the screen. Do you want it to pop onto the screen, fade onto the screen? And you can also adjust how it leaves the screen with the out animation. I'm going to choose fade just because that's my favorite. So now that we've made a few adjustments, all we have to do is click the play button and we can watch what we've created. So there's our text and there's our sticker. Okay, let's try it one more time. We're using a different animation. So we click on the layer, we click on sticker, and then we kind of scroll through to see our options. I'm going to choose highlighter. And I think I'll choose this circle one. And it looks like someone drew on your screen with a highlighter. You can obviously make this as big or small as you want. You can change the angle or the direction, how it comes in, how it goes out. Let's just play around with it spinning clockwise. If you look at this dial that I'm moving, you can adjust the speed at which the animation takes place. So down here it goes really fast. But if I move it to the right, it slows it down. So the further to the right I go, the slower the animation happens. Okay. Okay, let's try a different kind of animation. We're going to go in the same way. We're going to go through layer and then sticker. And this time I'm going to choose snowblower, because this is a really neat effect. I'm going to choose the direction I want the snow to fall. And then I'm going to stretch it to make it fit over the entire screen. I am going to have it fade in. I'm going to have it fade out. And I'm going to make this sticker's length as long as the video clip. Okay, so you just make that as long as you want by pulling on those yellow borders of the clip. And I actually like for that to overlap the transitions a little bit, just so it, I don't know, blends in evenly, I guess you would say. And also on the way out. Okay, I just think that that looks so cool. It really looks like it's snowing. So let's kind of play that through the whole way so we can kind of see what all of our different stickers and text and animations look like. Get ready for the snow. There it is. Okay, there's just one more thing that I'd like to show you. And we're going to go right back in the same way with layer, but this time we're going to choose handwriting. And basically what this means is that I can write on the screen. I can choose my tool. I can use the pen or the pencil or the paintbrush or the highlighter. I can still choose my colors. And I think I'm going to go with this blue. And then I can just use my finger to write on the screen. Or you could use a stylus, I guess, if that's you know, something you wanted to do as well. Maybe you don't like to use your fingers. There. I will say I'm not very good at writing on the screen. It's not my forte. Let's try it again. Let's choose this tool. And I'll choose blue again. Let's see if I can draw any better this time. Not really. It isn't as easy as it looks. You can still choose how this appears on the screen. You can have it pop or fade or slide, and the same with it leaving the screen with the out animation. Just like with all of the other assets, you can choose that. All right, let's see how that looks. I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you did, please consider liking and sharing and subscribing and all the YouTube stuff. And if there's anything else that you would like to see in this series, please be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.